Alright guys, welcome back, and this is the Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath Hall of Fame Revival. That's right, I'm back. I knew I'd come back and do it. I know there's a bit of delay between the first episode and this episode here, which is number 2 now that I'm doing. Forza Respawn apparently joining me on this quest, going to bring some more games from the Hall of Fame there, so might be extending the series. But like I said before, with all the tournaments that came around and with all the good replays all of a sudden being uploaded onto the system, this kind of series has taken a little bit of a backseat. But anyway, we're here, we're back again, we're with a Hall of Fame game. This one here has massed 120 wubs over its lifetime, and it is from Ladder Season 3. It is from the group stages of Round 1. So it's way back in 2009, and just for clarification, the last Hall of Fame episode between Crunk and Khufu, that was played before Ladder Season 3, but it was during the months where people were trying to qualify, top 16, top 8 on the ladder when everyone in the world was qualifying. So it was during the qualifying months, so it was pretty intense, even though it was on Arena, which isn't a ranked map. But anyway, this one here, definitely from Ladder Season 3. Let's jump in. We have Seraph, who's I think is a referee at the time, because you have to have referees there. Sirlunchalot, which is Xeon, and I'm going to call him Xeon, I think. Maybe Sirlunchalot, I don't know. Sirlunchalot sounds pretty cool. And d.Dackel, oh yeah, d.Dackel. So he's one of the best GDIs that we've seen in a while. I haven't seen him in well over... He did come back for one tournament, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Maverick Invitational, and that's the last one he did. That was back in 2010, I believe. But anyway, he was a very powerful GDI player. Anyway, let's jump into this game. We're on Tournament Rift from Ladder Season 3. Oh man, 120 wubs, and I have seen this replay. I did download it, obviously, when it first came out, and I did wub it. I think I was like wub number 20 or something, so I was pretty early on there. And I can kind of remember what happens because it was so epic, but I'm just going to commentate as if I'm not quite sure who's going to win, and just keep it a secret for all you people out there on YouTube. Let's have a look at what Dackel's doing. He's pink GDI, and he's got one engineer. He's got scouts here and here. It is Reaper 17 versus GDI. Ooh, this is going to be tough, especially on Rift. Oh man, Reaper 17, very powerful on the ground, but GDI, once they get their upgrades, they can also be very powerful on the ground. I mean, GDI generally powerful on the ground, but Reaper's just better than them in the mid-game. The early and mid-game, because dev tanks are so hard to kill. You really need railguns and air units and stuff like that. But Reaper 17 with a Shard Walker, dev tanks and stuff like that, and they're very powerful tripods. Let's have a look what happens. Dackel's got his scouts over here, manages to take out one of the buzzer swarms, tries to move out the way of that buzzer swarm there. That was nice there, but it's not going to save his scouts. They do go down. Doesn't really matter because Xeon didn't go for any of the bottom spikes. He hasn't gone for those. He's got one harvester out there. War Factory coming up now. Looks like Dackel did manage to work his way around the top of the map, and he is going to come in and see what's happening over here. And let's continue up with my refinery next to the War Factory. It's not quite close enough, is it? Let's see if Dackel's done it. Oh no, Dackel, I don't think that's out of range too, Dackel. What's going on? This is a strategy that was like formulated way back when the game came out. And really, yes, no, I'm not going to rage at these guys here. Apparently I raged too much over that. Anyway, what's going to happen? Shielded Harvesters, hardest harvester in the game to kill. They have more health than any of the other harvesters. Steel Talons have a little bit more HP on their harvesters, but to be honest, it's not really, it's not really significant. They can survive one extra Orca rocket, which doesn't matter anyway because it still takes 2 volleys. Everyone always double volleys them when they have 4 Orcas, so it's not going to matter. Both sides here anyway, they're just going to go for their eco here. So that's nice. Reaper 17 getting his eco up. Not going to pressure Dackel at all. Dackel's not going to do the same. He's going to build his force up over here of harvesters, very devastating harvesters. And he's going to reverse move to the midfield here, the center field here, the aggressive expansion here. Now, as far as reverse move goes, we've seen in so many replays, and I still have no clear-cut answer to this, why so many people insist on always reverse moving everything. Even especially into the enemy. Why do you reverse move into the enemy? Like, you're going to have all your rear armor getting shot at, and it takes so much more damage from the rear armor. I don't think you guys realize how much more damage is caused from the rear armor. It's so great. Like, every time you get hit in the back with a rocket or a shell, man, it's just devastating. But I think people just get stuck to the R key there, and they always have to reverse move. There is an APC over here and a lightning spike just for harassment. It's just to make Dackel force him to build some tanks or something. He does have a comm center down. And what's happening over here? Scout's still off. Looks like Xeon has moved his drone platform to the center. And here come the dev tanks charged up. Dev tank's corrupted there as well. He's going to want to stay away from that Predator tank because it will easily defeat him. He's going to need a tower or something because there are disintegrators. Towers easily defend those out. What's happening up here? Looks like he had to pull the APC back because the lightning spike was shooting at it a fair bit. He is going to be able to destroy that, clean it up. His field's going to be safe. He has 5 and 2. What's he doing with that comm center? Nothing at the moment. I think actually, yes, he is going for a tech center. That's right. It's coming back to me now. Fast tech, and there's dev tanks. Oh man, they're already at the Conyard here. And is this going to be a tech center? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tech center. That predator tank there, like I said, versus dev tanks is just not enough predator tanks. They're going to get smashed. And it is a tech center. There we go. So Sonic Emitter is definitely on the way there. He's going to try to get around and behind, but no, that's not going to work. And these dev tanks here now causing a ton of damage. So remember, this is latter season 3, so it's really ballsy that both these players would advance to the center field here, especially on Rift, because it's super aggressive, and you really got to either win the game soon or ensure that you can secure this field and expand again, or that you set yourself up, because going in the middle field generally isn't as viable in terms of you get here, you get the tib, and then you're fighting across your own tib field if the other player is aggressive versus you. Yeah, you've got this tib field to fall back on, so you go backwards, which is alright, but that's if it goes to the late game, so you either have to win early, you either have to secure the field nicely and be aggressive, or you have to play to the late game. You can't really get counter-aggressive here, because now Zeon's trying to harvest this. He's got these Sonic Emitters in here, and these dev tanks starting to take a lot of damage. There's a Juggernaut here as well. There is one Juggernaut, and it does take out one of the devs. Two of the devs down now. Oh, all three of the devs are down, so there we go. Another Sonic Emitter about to come out. I don't think Zeon can fight these Sonic Emitters. He's still trying to go for the dev tanks. Does he have a tech center? No, he doesn't have a tech center, so he's going for Storm Riders by the looks of it. I don't think Storm Riders will be powerful enough at the moment. That one Juggernaut is kind of caught in the open there. One dev tank is down. The other dev tank not quite down yet. Is he going to lose that Juggernaut to those Disintegrator Squads? That would be devastating. He's just going to be able to save that. Oh man, already dropping the barracks because he's like, hey, I'm going to lose. I need an engineer. But does manage to save it. Another dev tank comes in and finishes off, and here comes the Storm Riders now. So all the action centered on this middle field now. It's a very technical fight because both sides have hardly any units. They've just got hardly anything going for them. It's just a couple of dev tanks, and it's just Sonic Emitters and one or two Jugs there. Oh, he destroys the husks. Nice work there. There's the engineer. He's not going to be able to do much now. He can just hang around and repair some of his structures if they need to be repaired. But another Sonic Emitter is here now, and that's going to cause problems for Zeon. And there is the air turret, but he doesn't have enough power. Power's down. The Sonic Emitter, nice work there, taking out that dev tank. So now all of a sudden, and he's dropped a refiner. I was going to say, Dackel will be really low on what do you call it, Tiberium, and he is low on Tiberium. He's just finished his main field. He's going to want to move his harvesters here so he can protect them. And Zeon is actually moving his drone platform. He knows now there's a Juggernaut there, there's these Sonic Emitters, there's these turrets. He hasn't got the force to get in there and destroy that one Juggernaut, and that one Juggernaut is just going to pick his base to pieces. Doesn't matter that there's only one, because it's really going to favour Dackel because he's got time on his side because he's got all these base defences, but his harvesters are getting smashed by these Storm Riders there. Another harvester being destroyed there, Lightning Spike coming down. There's one harvester there, there's another harvester there. What does he have on the main field? He didn't pull any harvesters over there. The engineer getting sniped down by the Storm Riders. Actually, maybe he did because there are two there. They are actually quite damaged, so he obviously did get attacked again. But as you can see, scanning, realizing the drone platform is gone, he's going to move in. There's no build radius here anymore, so he's going to be able to destroy this, no worries. He should shoot at the Buzzer Swarm that's coming at his rifleman squads. Oh no! Oh, he lost all of his rifles. And he's going to lose his rockets as well. And he's still not going to get that Buzzer Swarm. No, just dodging the Sonic weaponry there. And he's actually going to get away. Maybe, unless he's even paying attention. What's happening over here? Silo trying to block that Lightning Spike. Buzzer Swarm does go down. Power plant goes down. Where is Zeon now? He has not moved down there. No, he's moved down here. He's going to go for the spikes. He hasn't actually placed a ref at the blue tip. He could really use the blue tip because he's got no money at all. He's got nothing here. He's just trying to leech this field over here. There's a dev tank sitting idle there. Another dev tank at his main. What's he got over here? He's just using these Storm Riders. He really can't afford to lose these right now because they're really all he has. It is basically all he has left. He can't afford to lose those. And continuing to silo shield out this Lightning Spike, and you can see here that Zeon is just going to change and shoot this upgraded power plant. As you can see, that's doing a fair bit of damage there, and that's, I mean, Dackel really doesn't want to lose that because this other one's probably in range as well, and that's pretty much most of his power. You know, he's got three power plants over here. He could probably sell these Sonic Emitters, I think. He does have 4 and 2 here, so he'd be feeling pretty comfortable here because he's got some serious eco going, and Zeon has no eco going. He has captured both the bottom spikes. He's on 30 credits a second on spikes, but that's not going to fund a war factor or anything like that. That's kind of just a little bit of a boost. I mean, 3 spikes, you can really feel 3 spikes, but it's only going to kick in the long term, and he does need economy. There's a Firehawk as well coming out now, so he doesn't want to take any more crap from those Storm Riders. He's going to come in and hunt them down. Actually, no, he's going to bomb that Lightning Spike and destroy it. Saves both of his power plants. That's nice, selling off there. That one harvester could be pulled to the center field there. He's not pulling it yet. Here come the Storm Riders, and they are going to snipe down that damaged harvester. They can take a fair bit of damage actually from these double H. They're going to get another damaged harvester as well. That Firehawk jumping off the deck, managing to shoot one of them down. Is he going to get another one? No, he doesn't have enough ammo. There's another Firehawk out now, and he's not going to pursue. But he lost 2 Harvesters there for just 1 Storm Rider. So Zeon, he really needed that, actually. He desperately needed. He's getting blue tib now, which is really important. But yeah, knocking out those 2 Harvesters puts the ratio a little bit down now. Instead of having 5 and 2, which is a good ratio, he's got 3 and 2, which is a low ratio. He's going to want 2 more Harvesters there to make do, so he may be forcing him to build Harvesters from his War Factory, which is stalling. He's got a structure queued, I'm not sure what it is. He is going for Firehawk, so he's probably pretty comfortable again. He's got the ability to reach out and attack Zeon, and another Lightning Spike. These things have been really hasslesome. I'm not really sure that's the word, but just a real problem for D.Dackel. They just keep harassing him. But yeah, like I said, this game, very, very small engagements, technical engagements. D.Dackel rushing for his tech, and Zeon trying to get the middle field and failing horribly, setting him back a long way. But he's kept these Storm Riders alive, which, like I said, is very important. There is one turret. He may actually try and destroy it because it's almost dead, and I think he is going to be able to destroy it. What's happening over here? Some Disintegrator Squad's getting destroyed there. The Firehawks are here. I think they have the missile loadout. Can they save this Harvester? They knock 1 Storm Rider. They knock 2 Storm Riders. They don't have enough. Yes, they do. They knock 3. They knock all of them. Oh, jeez, I was going to say, I didn't think they had enough ammo, but they have managed to save that 1 Harvester there. He may want to pull it to a field that is not empty, but his tech center is under threat here. There's some Disintegrator Squads just rock up out of nowhere, and this is what these pros are like. They're totally unpredictable. You just got units just running all over the place, and he's actually causing some serious damage there. D.Dackel's going to have to drop some. Where's his MCV? Oh, it's not deployed. He's deploying it now, trying to get up a tower. He should be able to easily defend against these 3 guys here, yeah, but he took a lot of damage on that tech center. He's not going to be enjoying that. He's going to have to pay to repair that or risk losing it to another attack. What's going to happen now? Disintegrator Squad's coming out here now. Shard Walkers, we have Corruptors and Dev Tanks. A big mix of units coming on. The Firehawks are flying around. And now that they've cleared the Storm Riders, they really have free reign. I mean, the Reaper player is going to have to put up some serious AA. They're AA reasonably powerful, but you can see now here that D.Dackel is actually scattered out. There is no expansion. Is he going to take the tech, or is he going to take... Oh, geez, that was too many bombs. And he is going to take that. Oh, so he takes a power plant and the stasis. That's going to prevent him from getting hit by the stasis, which would really help Zeon right now, especially isolating these Juggernauts. There's a veteran Juggernaut there, by the way. And these Dev Tanks getting destroyed by these Juggernauts. They're very good against Dev Tanks because Dev Tanks move pretty slowly, and they're very vulnerable to this kind of weaponry. As you can see, getting attacked there. There is another Juggernaut up the back. One of them, the veteran one, is going to go down. Takes a fair bit of damage, though, with that extra armor. And here comes the Sonic Emitter, and he's just going to carve right through all those units. Look at that reverse armor or rear armor on those Shard Walkers. Just goes straight through them. They had no chance of surviving that at all. And that one Dev Tank may be able to escape. No, not quite. He's going to go down. Mouse kind of got a little bit stuck there. So D.Dackel defended that out quite well. What are the Firehawks doing? Again, I would have thought he would have gone for tech because you hurt Reaper the most by going for their tech. I mean, especially Scroon in general, you take their tech out. And I mean, you can handle them pretty easily, especially at this stage of the game where he's max tech. He's tier 3, and his opponent, if he knocked him down to tier 2, would be really a real big problem. He does go for the War Factory. You can't blame him for going for that because there is no other production structures. There is actually a gravity stabilizer. But Reaper can't build anything but Storm Riders and drone platforms from that, so he's probably going to be alright there. Grenadier Squad comes out. Not even sure why he bothered doing that. He should have just leveled the whole building. He didn't need them. Engineer comes out. Oh, Buzzer Swarm. Buzzer Swarm takes them all out there. He even gets the Grenadier Squad. I was going to say it wouldn't have been worth it if he just killed the Engineer, but he's killed the Grenadier Squad, so he's almost made up the $1,500 there, and he may even get this Rifleman Squad, so yeah, there you go. He probably just paid for itself. These guys flying around here now, does have Stratifier, obviously a necessary upgrade. There's actually triple ref over here for D.Dackel. 2 Dev Tanks just sitting idly up there waiting to come in. Calling in the Bloodhounds. Oh, he's got a lot of money to burn. It looks like Zeon is going for a Hexapod. What's happening over here? There is the Conyard is trying to crawl its way to this field down here. You can see on the map, look at all the tib that Zeon has actually leached from there. He's got all the spikes still, except for obviously D.Dackel's. He's destroyed the tib. Not destroyed, he's eaten all that tib up, and he's got hard points on his Firehawks, fully upgraded Firehawks. And there is almost no AA to speak of from Zeon, and this is a big problem. He's going to be in serious trouble here. Those 2 Dev Tanks do move in. They are not going to be able to land a kill, though. Those Juggernauts there will repel them. Yes, taking them down now. They're not going to be enjoying that. That one Harvester just by the War Factory, they're getting some repairs. The Bloodhounds now moving across over here. Zeon continuing to leech there. You think he would have moved his drone platform. He has not moved it yet. He obviously wants to get his Hexapod out, which he has done so. It is out. I'm not sure what he's going to build with that, but D.Dackel now has this field, and he's starting to mine it. He could definitely sell off some of these towers. Don't really want to criticize his game style, tell him how to play. He's got a crane. He has got a crane. He doesn't need triple ref. He could probably start to move some of these harvesters. There's a lot there. But he's going to go on the offensive. Again, this is ladder season 3. A lot of pressure. Is he going to bomb the tech center? He bombs. Oh, he used up almost all of his bombs on the... Whoa, Dackel. We'll just pretend we didn't see that because he just wasted 12 bombs on a gravity stabilizer, which only takes, 4 or 5 to... I'm not actually sure how many bombs it does take to kill a gravity stabilizer. I'm assuming it's 4. I couldn't imagine it being any more than 4, but there is a really sporadic attack going out. There's units in a big long line all over the place. The Hexapod is trying to move through. These Juggernauts are out in the open. There's not a lot to help them. I mean, there is a few random units killing the disintegrator squads. That's going to be enough, and these Juggernauts are going to be fine. That Hexapod is taking a fair bit of damage, though. Does he have Emp grenades? He does have it, and he just manages to hit that Hexapod, and there goes the phase. Yeah, I was going to say, he sold the armory off. I'm like, well, did he get Emp grenades? But yeah, he must have just finished the upgrade. And he just landed the Emp there, forcing the phase. That Hexapod is going to cause him no more damage now. He might as well destroy the lightning spike, which he's going to. Dackel is solidifying his place here. I can't believe Zeon has not moved back to this field yet. He still has... Oh, geez, Firehawks, what are you doing? You're bombing double A turrets. That's probably the worst. He's really got to critique his Firehawk use a little bit here. I mean, he wasted all his bombs on a gravity stabilizer. Then he started bombing SAM turrets, which is a complete waste of bombs. And again, I really like Dackel, so I'm not gonna stress that too much. Again, there's a lot going on. He probably just wants to go in and just hit whatever he can. He did lose a Firehawk there, but he doesn't need 4 Firehawks once he has hard points. He's fine with just 3 because he can still bomb tech centers and war factories and refineries just fine with 3 because he's got enough bombs. It only takes 8 bombs and he'll have 9. Anyway, the Hexapod does go down there. And he has sealed that one up, and he's even selling off all the structures around there. That's nice. Still got those 2 towers there. Probably doesn't need it. What's happening up there? Dev tank is coming out. That one Dev tank is probably not going to be able to destroy that, though. Still with a crane here from Dackel, so he's playing very... what's that word? He's consolidating or conservative. There we go. I was sitting there, I was going, I'm never going to be able to think of this word now. It's conservative. And this is ladder season 3, so if you're ahead, you don't want to blow it. And what happened to all these Firehawks? Oh man, they must have been destroyed somewhere. Oh no, because he is rebuilding them from scratch. That was terribly bad. I'm not sure where he lost those, but the tech center is gone, so that is some advantage. He may have sacked them all trying to destroy that. The Marv is out from Dackel. He should be able to take this game, I think. I mean, he really has been in a better position this whole game, but Zeon just doesn't want to leave him alone. He just keeps pushing units all over the place and just causing problems. Now the Juggernaut goes down. He's playing more like a guerrilla AI at the moment, Guerrilla Reaper 17, which you never really see. And he doesn't seem too fussed in taking really big risks and doing things that are unusual. He still hasn't moved. He replaces his tech center. Obviously wants to go for another Hexapod maybe. He still hasn't moved over here. He's taken about half this field. And he hasn't even got any refs there. And these units here are going to move through. Will Dackel try to defend this? His tech center is still under his control, but it's still alive. And it is fully repaired. Now Dackel's still mining a fair bit of money down here. I'd like to see the resource graph after this, and you can see he sold off most of his main, or not his main, his expansion. There's still a Sonic emitter chilling there. Probably doesn't need that. That Marv does have no garrison, so that's alarming. What's happening up here? Looks like a Sonic emitter is being drafted now, selling off those gun towers, and he should be able to range that if he orders the attack. Yeah, there you go. He's going to order the attack now, and just not quite killing it. Marv is coming in down there. Dev tank is going down over there. Dackel's expansion pretty well undefended down there, but Zeon really doesn't have much now, does he? Here come the Firehawks again. What are they going to go for? They're going to go for the drone platform, and he does lift it off. He needs to shoot at it right now. Oh man, it was on its low armor mode then. And here come the Zone Troopers. He's got no AA to finish it off. They're calling it the Bloodhounds. He's got some serious cash if he can call that in. These Zone Troopers, though, coming in, they will destroy all these units here. Very good against Reaper 17 because obviously, and he's landing the drone platform again. He needs to try to take that out. There is no gravity stabilizer, I don't think, and he puts the Zone Troopers in, but the Marv is almost dead. Oh no, is he going to destroy that tripod? No, he gets emped. Oh man, Dackel. Oh, and Zeon's just like, yeah, no worries. And he is going to be able to destroy the Marv and keep his drone platform, and he's still got his tech center, and that tripod even survived, so that was very bad. I mean, all the Firehawks, did they ever get destroyed? No, the Firehawks are still flying around. There are 3 of them. Again, he's not building a 4th one because he knows he doesn't need 4. He only needs 3 to drop the structures. He's going to come over here, realize there's still no base here. I think Zeon really should have taken that base by now, cooling in the Ichor seed there, but he's not going to get blue tip, he's only going to get green tip. Taking out the tech center again, that's what you got to do, but the Hexapod is already out. And he's not going to be pleased to see that. A couple of Emp grenaders chilling over here. There's actually 3 squads. He needs a gun turret or a watchtower placed maybe here and here, because he's going to get hit by the buzzer swarm. There's no doubt that he's going to get hit by the buzzer swarm. Is he going to get hit by the Buzzer Swarm? Where are the... There goes... There's the Buzzer Swarm, and he's going to get cleaned up. No gun turrets whatsoever, so that's bad. All these Emp Grenades now. He had 4 squads there. More than enough to keep the Hexapod Emp for a long time. But he's not going to be able to do that now with the lack of gun turrets. Or the gun turrets, watchtowers, and he's actually going to get cleaned up here. This is really bad. Oh, man, Dackel has fallen to bits. He is falling to bits here, and Xeon, man, like, what an unusual play style. Unusual GDI as well, but really you would have thought that Dackel, he played so well the first half of the game that he was just sitting so good, but I think he got a bit over. Yeah, he consolidated a bit too much, and Xeon, he just didn't want to just chill in his base. He always wanted to get into Dackel's base, and he just frustrated him, I think. But yeah, this base is going to go down. Is that a heroic? He's got a heroic Shard Walker. Oh man, heroic Shard Walker. Look at that machine gun shards. That is truly devastating there. And this base here, now this is Dackel's economy. It's going to be destroyed. Is he going to try to move these harvesters away? He's in all sorts of trouble. He's still got the main field, and he's going for another Marv, so he's okay. He's going for hammerheads. Oh, here we go. He's got time. He knows he's got time. Zone heads could change the game here, although with that heroic Shard Walker, it's going to require some serious micro. He needs to watch out. Those Juggernaut Husks are in danger of being captured. No, looks like Xeon is going to destroy those. But again, I mean, you can kite, like I said, you can kite Shard Walkers, no worries, but it requires so much micro. You literally just need to go in, out, in, out, in, and out. Really screwed that. In and out really, really fast, and he just lost his tech center, so he's not going to be able to build any more zone troopers. I'm not even sure if he has any in there. He's got rifleman squads in there, so obviously not. What are those Firehawks doing? There's only 2 remaining. One of them must have been destroyed somewhere. Yes, trying to destroy that extractor perhaps. There is an Orca Strike coming in, so that will finish that extractor off. Is he going to sell it? He probably doesn't realize it's being striked here. Takes it out, nice work. So Xeon is down to just 1 ref, and it's at his main. And a Seeker tank there being destroyed. Again, though, trying to get these hammerheads up. Does he have a comm center? No, he doesn't have a comm center, so AP ammo is out of the question now. Does he already have it? No, he doesn't have it. Looks like triple zone Marv. That's going to be the problem. He needs to take that out. He's got a tripod. He needs to somehow get the tripod up to the Marv to get the Emp off. And is he going to be able to do that? That one Juggernaut's going to have to run away. That hammerhead that he built for all that anti-imp is not going to save that Juggernaut. He's going to clean those guys up. And there goes the Shockwave. He needs to try to take out first. Oh no, he's got Orcas, but he's got hard points. This is the good thing. He's got hard pointed Orcas. He needs to watch out. Oh geez, where are they going? Oh no, oh no, oh that hurts. Those Firehawks getting fed there. He's got Orcas, which is a good idea, but he needs to take out these Shard Walkers. He is firing at the heroic one. Can he destroy it? No, not quite. Like I said, Zone Trooper, Zone Heads really need a ton of micro to kite the Shard Walkers. But it looks like there's some units coming in here that one Hammerhead should be able to clean those guys up quite nicely. He could probably sell his Space Uplink Command, get another Zone Trooper squad out of it, because he's already used Shockwave, and really that's the only support power that's going to come in handy for him right now, I think, unless he wants to call in the Zone Trooper Shock Pod. Not Shock Pod, well, you know, Space Pod or whatever it's called. Is he going to be able to destroy the Hexapod? Yes, he does manage to get it. He does manage to get it, so that may have been game-changing. Look, I still can't imagine, can't realize how much Tiberium he sucked up over here without expanding. His drone platform has just been chilling here, so both sides feeling the pressure here. This is ladder season 3, and there was like $6,000 on the line in this tournament, so everyone wants to win. Oh, the Marv is down. The Marv is down. That's a big problem. That is a massive problem here. What's he going to do about that? The Orcas come in. They're trying to focus down the heroic Shard Walker. They are going to get it. And remember, they have hard points, so they can really pummel this Reaper 17 force if there's no AA. They've got so many rockets, it's not funny, and they are going to destroy everything here except for that dev tank. Not quite going to be able to destroy that. Is he going for another Marv? No, he's not building anything, but is... oh, where's that Hammerhead? That Hammerhead needs to get over here now. I can't... Oh, he's actually a veteran, so that's nice. And he's going to destroy those guys. Calling in the Bloodhounds. He really loves his Bloodhounds. That's the 3rd time this game. They're not really a very good support power because they're a bit overpriced. And he can't really benefit from these units at this stage in the game. What are Pitbulls and APC is going to do? Not a lot. He's going to be able to take those guys out there. Those Orcas now are really the biggest concern for Xeon. It's going to allow Dackel to attack with those. He's going to send that Hammerhead out to scare those guys away, but he's going to watch out now. He's going for Shard Walkers, Disintegrators, and I think he's just going to go all out Shard Descent because Dackel has no Conyard. He can't build defense turrets, and he can really only... I mean, he's got air, but air isn't going to do much against these units here. I mean, obviously that one Hammerhead's going to hurt him a fair bit, and those Orcas now are trying to punish these Harvesters, not quite finishing them off. He's a little bit concerned about this attack heading at his base right now. The Marv, can it come out? I think he is building one. He's getting attacked up here. That one Hammerhead is so important. He's going to want to keep that alive, pull it back. He is going to get it away. He needs it to destroy these disintegrator squads here, but he's going to lose his airfield, and that's his one and only airfield. The hammerhead is down, it's being destroyed. The airfield is being destroyed as well. 2 orcas die with it on the deck. The other 2 are still not sitting over there. No, here they come. They're coming back to base. They may have some ammo. They really need to take out these units or just suicide. They can't really do much else. They got nowhere to land. There is a crane, but there's no comm center, so an airfield is a long way away. And they are going to unload all their rockets. And they really need to get away from here because they're just going to rank up this shard walker. They need to move just as far away as they can. But that is not going to happen. And somehow, look at this, d.Dackel. He's trying to get out of Marv. I think he is going to get out of Marv. And there's nothing but shard walkers here now. There we go. Sells the Reclamator hub. Gets the Zone Trooper squad straight in the Marv. And here we go. He's got a problem now with his disintegrator squads though. He can actually lose all his buildings here. This is his only remaining base. He's got nothing else left on the map. He still has a crane. He's not building anything. I don't think he has any money. He is losing his last structures. There's nothing but shard walkers here. The Marv can pretty much clean everything up here if he gets one of the rifleman squads into the Marv. But he's not going to be able to do that. It's nothing but shard walkers and disintegrator squads, and he's going to lose his crane, and he's going to lose his last structure here. And will Zeon realize? Zeon's realized it, and that is going to be the end of the game. Bam! So d.Dackel goes down there when really I thought he could have taken victory so many times, but Zeon, with the way he played that game, was just so unorthodox as Reaper 17. He really didn't want to, he just didn't want to sit around. He just attacked everywhere with a small amount of units. There was no real big attacks in that game. They were really just small little pockets of units here and there. Like I said, Zeon playing like a guerrilla AI there. Not guerrilla the animal, guerrilla warfare, like just having stuff everywhere and trying to hit him from all over the place. So d.Dackel couldn't really be offensive. d.Dackel could have used his Firehawks way better in that game, especially the last half of the game. And I think some more gun towers when he had those EMP grenades were definitely necessary there. But again, this is later Season 3. There are a lot of tactics that exist now that would have helped him that we didn't have back then. Like, you got to admit, there's a lot of stuff that was not in later Season 3 that you see a lot nowadays, because obviously it didn't come to be in that time era there. So like, you don't see a lot of Shat Inf in later Season 3. Like, you don't see it at all because it didn't come into popularity until like 2010. Not saying he should have done Shat Inf, but he really should have foresawn the support powers there. So 24 minutes, 20 seconds, 190,493 from Zeon and 168,040 from d.Dackel. So Zeon, oh man, he got $22,000 more in that game. You did not see that coming, did you? So he obviously leached, and he just got so much more. Like, d.Dackel really, I mean, he had a better kill-death ratio. I think he got really caught out. If GDI gets caught out in certain situations, especially with the Juggernauts, they just get punished. And I think that's what happens. You can see that, yeah, look at that. The fast tech hurt d.Dackel economically wise, and then he just never seemed to be able to get enough harvesters, did he? He always seemed content with the minimal amount on his fields, and I really think that perhaps that may have cost him, because Zeon had a lot of harvesters, so he was able to leech and do it effectively by the looks of it. Blue Tib obviously helping him a lot there. Structures. Look at this. d.Dackel had to build way more structures too. Look at how many structures he built. Look how many he's losing. Every time there's a drop here, those structures usually have to be rebuilt. So he's up and down, whereas Zeon is here. He loses his main, his expansion in the center of the map here, and then really there's hardly any loss of buildings here. It's pretty stagnant, pretty much the same. He's only selling off like, he's only getting bombed like one building there, one building there, one building there. But d.Dackel's up and down, had to rebuild a lot of his buildings, I think, which is why he didn't have a lot of units. We can see there being the tech path, he didn't have a lot of units, so he was down really low. Then he managed to get up with like infantry squads and stuff like that above Zeon. But like I said, playing hit and run tactics with Reaper 17, which you never see happen. Reaper 17 players are like, no, I've got to hide behind a hexapod. But, well, that's nowadays anyway. But yeah, really good game there. Up and down, like I said, in the comments of the replay, everyone had to totally congratulate Zeon, because, I mean, d.Dackel didn't play bad in that game. He played pretty good, but Zeon just played such a really obscure Reaper 17, and he made it work. That's why he got so much credibility out of that game there. So he did win that game there. I'm not quite sure on the whole scores of later Season 3. d.Dackel did make it further than Zeon, I do believe, in the long run, but I'm not sure who won the series. Structures created, there you go, 68 to 34, so he obviously had to create a million, like double the structures that Zeon had. So there goes a lot of money. If you have to rebuild all your buildings, like if you have twice as much buildings as your enemy, that's a lot of money you spend on those. Units created, obviously, Lunchalot got more, 164 to just 53. d.Dackel taking the tech path, and as you can see, that really hurt him. I think this 164, a lot of that was shard walkers and disintegrator squads, which are really cheap. So obviously that's why he had a lot. He lost a lot more. d.Dackel only built 53 units, lost 121. So all those units out of the sold structures and stuff like that, that was pretty bad. How many did he kill? He killed 170, which is why his kill death ratio is so good. That's really the only reason, because again, killing a lot of disintegrators gives you a high kill death ratio, but with the disintegrators there and stuff like that, they can really mess with it. So it may have seemed that from these stats that Dackel may have won the game, but obviously he lost. But anyway, that was the Hall of Fame Revival, Episode 2, Xeon versus d.Dackel on Tournament Rift. So I hope you all enjoy that one. Click on the link below and head over to GameReplays.org, and hopefully we'll be back with the Hall of Fame Revival. Still got some more episodes coming up. No guarantee on when they will be around, but anyway, I'm Green Zero. Until next time, I'll see you all later.